Join me as I try to come up with the funniest bedtime story featuring sneaky squirrels outsmarting wolfies. Can I make you laugh before you fall asleep? Tonight, we're going on an adventure with some very clever creatures who will stop at nothing to get away from a hungry wolf. Our heroes are a group of sneaky squirrels who live in a forest filled with tall trees, winding streams, and winding roads. They're always up to something mischievous, and tonight, they're on a mission to outsmart their biggest foe, a wolf named Wolfgang. Wolfgang had been stalking the squirrels for weeks, trying to catch them off guard so he could have a tasty snack. He thought he was the smartest predator in the forest, but little did he know, these squirrels had a few tricks up their sleeves. They had been watching Wolfgang, studying his every move, and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Wolfgang set his trap, hiding behind a bush, waiting for one of the squirrels to wander by. But the squirrels were one step ahead, and they knew exactly where he was hiding. They started making a ruckus on the other side of the forest, chattering and chirping, distracting Wolfgang from his ambush. Meanwhile, a group of squirrels snuck up behind him, stealing his favorite toy, a shiny red ball, right out from under his nose. Wolfgang was furious, but he had no idea who was behind the heist. The squirrels continued to play tricks on Wolfgang, hiding his favorite snacks, tangling his fur, and even digging a hole in his favorite napping spot. Wolfgang was getting more and more frustrated, but he refused to give up. He was determined to catch those sneaky squirrels and have his revenge. The squirrels were having the time of their lives, playing pranks on Wolfgang and watching him get more and more flustered. They were so quick and quiet, always staying one step ahead of the wolf. But Wolfgang was getting desperate, and he was starting to get really angry. One day, the squirrels pulled off the ultimate prank. They dug a hole in the middle of the forest, covering it with leaves and twigs. Then, they carefully placed Wolfgang's shiny red ball in the center of the hole. Wolfgang, thinking he had finally found his beloved toy, went running towards it, not noticing the hole in front of him. He fell right in, getting covered in mud and leaves. The squirrels couldn't help but burst out laughing at the sight of Wolfgang, stuck in the hole, looking like a big, furry, muddy mess. But the final blow came when the squirrels decided to take a group photo with Wolfgang stuck in the hole, making funny faces and poses behind him. They even left a note that said, "You can't catch us, Wolfgang." The wolf was left feeling defeated, dirty, and utterly embarrassed. And that's the story of how the sneaky squirrels outsmarted Wolfgang, the hungry wolf. I hope that made you laugh and put a big smile on your face. If you have a favorite animal story, share it with me in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my next bedtime story for more fun and adventure. Good night and sweet dreams.